Mike Wang at 2K recently released a poll on whether the aiming mechanic should be kept in NBA 2K22, and the results were heavily in favor of removing it from the game less than a year since the new controls were introduced to the series. This poll, in combination with the constant hates and Zen accusations I receive when using aiming in next gen, prompted me to do this quick video and give my thoughts. Now, for those who don't know what Zens are, it's essentially a controller mod that allows users to green pretty much every single shot when aiming. But before I do so, make sure to like this video and smash that subscribe button to support my channel. As a legit aimer who prefers the challenges and benefits aiming provides, reading the community's replies really pissed me off. I mean, considering that 100% of the hate for aiming is coming from one, those who simply want it removed because of the stupid Zens that have played current gen, or two, those who don't want to adapt to the new shooting controls and simply just hate on it as a result. Now, the Zens are obviously a huge issue, and anyone cheating in any capacity is not acceptable, but as I stated in numerous tweets on this topic, simply removing aiming from the game is not the way to go about resolving this issue. Those who legitimately have mastered aiming and actually understand the benefits of having two chances to green in centering the aiming tick and or timing the press of the left or right trigger at the peak of the shot should not be thrown by the wayside, no matter how small the user base is in regards to who uses the aiming mechanic. Now, you're telling me, 2K, that you're going to remove the biggest gameplay change that you worked on less than a year since its inception? Now, there are franchises like MLB The Show that consistently add new controls and never remove old control schemes. They leave it up to the user to decide what controls best suit their playstyle, and 2K should do the same. There are better ways to go about doing it, like banning these cheaters and or creating multiple patches to prevent these Zens from actually working. In fact, it seems like 2K has cracked the code on preventing Zens from working after all, as the company released a current gen patch that randomizes the location of the aiming window, just as it's done on next gen. For the sake of legit aimers and everyone else, let's hope this weeds out the cheaters and keeps everyone happy. Now, for those who send me messages on PS5 and chat with me in Rec, accusing me of cheating, or for those who are simply hesitant to learn how to aim, I'm going to give you some background into how aiming actually works, why greens occur even when the aiming tick isn't centered, and what setup I use to be consistent with it. As I mentioned earlier, aimers have two chances to green a shot, by centering the aiming tick and or timing the press of the left or right trigger at the peak of the shot. You only have to achieve one of these requirements in order to green that shot. Now, your shot could be completely off center and will still green if the timing of the trigger press is excellent and vice versa. This is what triggers people the most online when they see a green with the aiming tick being way off center, but if you actually took the time to understand how aiming works, you wouldn't be so triggered like this guy. Of course, your badges also determine how successful your shots will be, no matter what shooting mechanic you use. For transparency, this is my badge setup. Obviously, the sniper badge on Hall of Fame provides a huge boost exclusively to aimers. Other badges will be up to your personal preference, but for me, as an off-ball shooter, I use sniper in combination with catch and shoot, hot zone hunter, blinders, and deep threes. So there you go, that's my insight on aiming, why I think it should stay, and how legitimate aimers use it to be successful. Now, I know I'm in the minority here, but I have to defend my fellow legit 2K aimers out there. So what are your thoughts? Make sure to leave your feedback in the comments, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my social media channels and on Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network.